Thank you. Did you all enjoy hearing from Frank Turek tonight? Don't you wish that he could just come out of his shell a little bit and just tell us what he really thinks about things? That would be helpful. No, it is such a joy to be here tonight with you. This is something I never saw myself doing. I was a Christian from as far back as I can remember. Calvary Chapel is my roots. My dad was one of those hippies that was searching for God in the late 60s, early 70s. And he trusted in Christ down in Costa Mesa at the Calvary Chapel down there. And yeah, Chuck Smith married my parents. Chuck Smith dedicated me as a little 1-year-old I don't know if they were still in the tent or if they had the building yet, but Calvary Chapel is my roots, and I love Jesus as far back as I can remember. I don't remember a time in my life before I was aware of the presence of God, before I was convinced deep in my bones that the Bible was His Word, that Jesus was who He said He is. And I'm here to talk to you tonight about a movement called progressive Christianity. And the reason I'm so passionate to talk about progressive Christianity is because that's the context that facilitated my faith crisis. It was in the pews of a church that I didn't know at the time was already sort of heading over the progressive Christianity cliff that would challenge just about every core belief that I ever believed about God, Jesus, and the Bible. And it really did throw me into a faith crisis that's indescribable. And this was even after being very active in youth group, going to Christian schools my whole life, being very active in church, going on every mission trip, even being a part of Zoe Girl. And if you don't know Zoe Girl, just think Christian Spice Girls circa 2000, okay? That's what we were. And I loved Jesus all throughout that time. And so it really wasn't until I was married with a baby that my faith was really challenged, but it took me by surprise because it wasn't in an atheistic context. It was through a pastor who had taken almost a year to win my respect and my trust, and I had no idea what his true beliefs really were. So this really sent me on a journey because I cried out to God one night and just said, God, if you're real, if everything I've believed about you my whole life is true, I need you to show up with information. I need to know that there is someone out there that has all the same information this guy has, but has come to a different conclusion. And then I can compare those two things together. And I